the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the Blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's a team down at St Andrews. We are loyal supporters of our team. The chant of Super Blues ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the Blues. We love you, what more can we say? Let's hear you in the pub, singing our song, helping and sharing the load. It's worth the pointed roll when we sing together. We're there at the end of the road. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day.
Welcome to the Monday Night Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by ELO Group. Another clean sheet and another point for the Blues. Back also in the top six. Huddersfield got a game in hand, and the Sheffield Wednesday game now becomes a 6-pointer. This coming month will probably make or break our season. Blues away days end up with the lads pushing the coach and singing "Keep Right On" to the end of the road. They get there 15 or so minutes later and refused entry till 15:35. I took it on myself to contact Bristol City, who've been very quick to respond, and those emails will be read out at the start of this show. We hope to be talking live to Anthony Ratley in about 10 minutes, as he was involved in the bus breakdown, and we'll also get all sides of the story, and then it's up for you for thrashing it out. Two Boxes and Wasabi Peas make an appearance on the show tonight, and the reaction from last week's interview with Scarf Lady Carol Butcher and her famous belch went viral. Transfer window slams shut tonight, and it seems as though our supporters are happy with the acquisitions Gary has made. He's put his faith in you. Now it's down to those players to repay him and the fans and scrap for every point available in the latter half of the season. Pies and pints cause controversy amongst the Blues faithful, and away days are selling out quicker than roses on Valentine's Day. Just another week being a Birmingham fan. So a massive welcome on the Monday night to the Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by ELO Group, and we give them thanks obviously for their sponsorship. Well done, guys, thank you very much. What an interesting weekend it's been, Christopher.
Oh, crikey, yeah, certainly has, on all fronts.
In the studio tonight we've got Mr. Chris Pugh, birthday boy from last week.
Good evening.
What did you get for your birthday, mate?
Duvet.
A duvet.
A duvet?
A duvet cover. Duvet cover.
I love a good duvet.
Duvet cover.
Duvet cover.
Very nice.
Cosy.
Can't beat a bit of clean sheets, can you, Chris? Nice to see you've not had a shave again, Mr. Brown.
No. I thought about it. I thought, sorry.
Right, okay, so I said in the opening notes then, the show last week with Carol went absolutely viral. The listener base was just tremendous, and it was brilliant to see. And we will get a copy of that belch downloaded soon, and we will be using it weekly in the show, I dare say. Right, okay, so on to the very first topic tonight then. That is the broken down bus with the lads that went down to Ashton Gate on Saturday. You've probably all seen the video on YouTube and Facebook where they're pushing the bus up the street singing "Keep Right On" to the end of the road. That epitomises the strength and the will of a Birmingham City supporter. Now, I took it on my head today to contact Bristol City Football Club, and this is what I wrote to them this morning. I got in touch with a guy called David Storr, who is the head of security, etc., down at Bristol. Hi, David. I represent a radio show in Birmingham, which is transmitted live tonight at 7:30, specifically for the Birmingham City fan base. I've put a phone call into you this morning and spoken to Nick Carlyon, who has left you a message to call me. On Saturday, some of our supporters had the misfortune of being on a coach that broke down on its way to Ashton Gate for Saturday's game. These supporters then arrived at your venue some 15 minutes late due to that incident and were refused entry till half-time. Now, these were exceptional circumstances, and your ticketing staff refused entry to the supporters, quoting, so I've been told, that the ground was full and leaving them outside of the venue. Surely, given the circumstances and the fact that the supporters had paid good money for their valid tickets, your club could and should have looked at the issue and accommodated their entry. I'm currently waiting a response from the Football Supporters Federation to get them also to investigate why our supporters were treated in this manner, and I'm hoping to get one of the supporters in for an interview this evening to get their side of the story. But I appreciate there are always two sides to stories, and what I would like to have is an official response from Bristol City regarding the above incidents and your reasons of refusal of entry. I look forward to your response. I think that's a perfectly adequately put email, don't you?
Sounds fair to me.
Sounds fair to me. Sound fair to you, Chris?
That's right.
Sounds fair to me. The gentleman concerned, David, was very kind to even write back today, as he's not even in work today. So Bristol City managed to get him a message, and his response was this. Hi Nick, thanks for the email. The circumstances surrounding the late entry of Birmingham supporters are as follows. Approximately 10 minutes prior to kick-off, we were informed that a Birmingham City coach had broken down on the motorway and was going to be late at the ground. We also had received information from Birmingham City Football Club that a number of Twitter feeds were showing that supporters were attending the game without tickets, and this gave us cause for concern, as numbers had already been restricted due to ground redevelopment, and there were no further tickets available. Bristol City had already given permission for the game to be beamed back live to St Andrews for those who were unable to obtain tickets. By the time we reached kick-off, the away section of the ground was showing we were at capacity, and in view of this I went to our ticketing manager to check on the exact numbers. We have two counting processes on all turnstiles. One that counts entries by barcode reader on the tickets and the other that counts actual turns of the turnstiles. I was informed that Birmingham City had been allocated 1,471 tickets, including disabled seating, and at this time the barcode reader was showing 1,390 had entered. However, the turnstile click reader was showing in excess of 1,470 able-bodied supporters, and according to this we were already over capacity. On entry, all the Birmingham supporters were asked to sit in the seats allocated on their tickets, but every one of them stood, and this made it impossible for us to be able to see if any seats were still available on the CCTV cameras. At approximately 3:20, I was informed that the coach had arrived near the away end and the supporters were now walking around to the turnstiles. In view of the readouts and the counting system, I liaised with the safety officer, and it was decided that these supporters should be kept outside until it could be established if we had seats areas available for these supporters, as we were now showing 1,412 supporters had entered on the barcode reader and in excess of 1,490 on the turnstile reader. The approximate number of additional supporters was 40. As a result of this, I went to the away section and personally checked the area to see what space we had before we made any further decisions. I was able to see that we had room for approximately 80 further supporters, given that majority had migrated towards the centre of the stand and were now standing in gangways. I then spoke to the safety officer and informed him that I was happy with these additional supporters being allowed into the ground, providing they all had tickets. All of these supporters were then allowed through the gate towards the turnstiles, and this was 3:35 p.m. to 3:40 p.m. before the first half of the game had finished. The exact timings are recorded on CCTV, but as today is my day off, I cannot supply you with these, other than to say I was present when these supporters were let into the ground and can say that first half had not ended. I apologise to those supporters who arrived late and then were kept waiting further for the reasons I have stated, but this was done on safety grounds to ensure that the away section was not overcrowded. The final number of Birmingham City supporters in the ground was 1,454, 42 of these who arrived late. If you would like any further information on this, please do not hesitate in contacting me by mail, and I'll reply as soon as possible. So I've very kindly wrote back to David's store. Hi David, thank you for your quick and concise response. This will be read out to our listeners tonight and then posted to our Facebook page. I'm not out to disrespect your club, and as a safety officer, the final call is always yours. I, however, would like to understand how your barcode reader and turnstile clicks differ, even taking into consideration able-bodied assistance. I presume they are issued with a ticket also. This is going to cause an interesting debate on our show tonight. You are very welcome to listen in and gauge the reaction of our supporters. Those that I have spoken to during the course of the day praise the work of your police that were on duty, and as I say, there are always two sides to a story, and I sincerely thank you for writing to me today. And to which he replied, I am investigating the reasons for the discrepancy, and at this stage that it is a turnstile operator error by allowing a double click on turnstiles. It is interesting that all other turnstiles are within 1 or 2, either plus or minus, except these turnstiles, so I will be having the engineers out to check them this week once again. I apologise So once again, I apologise to those supporters who were kept waiting whilst the stand was checked. Incidentally, we had a similar issue with Queen's Park Rangers supporters, but in the opposite direction, when they alleged we had let too many supporters in and they could only stand all game and were asking for refunds. The CCTV clearly shows seats available on this one, and the vast majority of their supporters were seated, and I was therefore able to say that they should all have found a seat.
Interesting.
Then... disabled tickets are counted with their carers. The actual number of seats allocated were 1,453 able-bodied and 18 plus, which is 9 plus 9 disabled people, which was a total of 1,471. Okay, so there you go. Thanks ever so much to David for his very, so like I say, for a very considering the guy was off work as well today. So I think Bristol City have done themselves. No disrespect in making that reply. Now, we
2 minutes.
we're now going to try and make contact with a gentleman that was actually on the coach. His name, I think, is Anthony Routley, and we're going to give him a call now and see if we can get him on the show and gauge some reaction from a supporter's point of view. George Blue is saying, this happened to me once when I arrived at the Grimsby late. This was when Barry Fry was in charge. We were 10 minutes late for the kick-off. They kept us outside for a further 10, then paraded us in front of the home Grimsby supporters who had recently played the Villa. To say that we walked the gauntlet was beyond the statement, and I ended up giving a Grimsby fan a slap. Result, I missed the whole game. Big Sambo as if Queen's Park Rangers fans were wanting a refund because they couldn't sit an away game. Dibs, what do you reckon to that one, Chris?
Yeah, it's a bit shows them up as supporters, really, doesn't it, when you go away from home and you ask for a refund because you can't sit down. That's not exactly modern day football, unfortunately.
Do you expect to sit down at an away game?
No, I don't think I've ever sat down at an away game. No. You know, I suppose if you're elderly, or you know you have trouble standing up for long periods of time, you are entitled. You are paying for that seat, aren't you? So,
yes, absolutely.
You know, if you you know,
I mean,
funny about it, then
one thing
technically you are allowed to.
One thing that's come out of this is that they obviously do have issues with their counting systems.
On that one turnstile,
on those turnstiles, and
that is strange how they take
very
both
much
readings and it can differ. I mean, I from my perspective, I have definitely seen, for example, Reading away the year we went up under McLeish, and it was that last game at Reading. I saw people being, you know, squeezed through the turnstiles who didn't have a ticket. You know, so I have experienced it, so I do know how it can happen. But yeah, you know, it's really unfortunate that it happened for those fans in particular. You know, particularly because of the video showing that they did have a real struggle getting there. Absolutely. And that they put a lot of effort into getting there as quick as they could. Right,
live on the phone then we've got Anthony Routley. Greetings, Anthony.
Evening.
How are you, my good friend?
I'm okay, mate.
Yeah, thanks for speaking with me today, my good man. And can you give us your account of kind of things that happened from the minute the bus broke down, and then through to you actually getting into the football stadium?
Well, obviously, we took 2 coaches on Saturday. We'd agreed with West Midlands Police because we tried to find a pub further away from the ground. They told us to go to Portishead because that was where Albion went a couple of weeks ago when they played Bristol City. So it seemed the ideal location. Well, when we was coming off the motorway, there was a service station on the night. Our first coach got down the island and ours just come to a standstill. So basically, we was in a dilemma of what to do. I mean, we tried to get the kids and the women off to push first, but they weren't having none of it.
Top man, that's the Birmingham City attitude for you. I love it.
Yeah, so I managed to get all the lads off, and you know, we pushed it down, and I believe the video or whatever it's gone viral now.
Brilliant video, by the way, nice one.
Yeah, thanks for that, and the singing was absolutely beautiful, as you can tell. Yeah, so what we had to do then, obviously, London the supporters, we got to make decisions. What we decided, I found it to one of the lads who was running the other coach, and says, can you bring us the coach, empty the first one, bring it back so we could get the rest up to the pub. Which is probably about a mile and a half away. There's drive from the boozer. So we'd done that. 10 of us stopped behind because we managed to get the coach going in the services, but he went about 10 yards and then conked out again. So I had to phone the coach again, and that had to come back for us. In the meantime, Colin Barlow from West Midlands Police and one of the guys from Avonvale, the Avonvale Weddies, their police come down, and they just told us, you know, what was going on. I did try to get a local buzz in, but they weren't having none of this. They wouldn't want to take probably football fans to the 46 down to the grounds. It was too short notice. So I was told the best thing to do was probably get over to the pub with the rest of them, and then they ended up whoever wanted to go, like on the first coach, well, the only coach up to the ground, but that'd have to leave at 1:40. It was probably about 1:30 when I got to the pub. So what we saw was put all the kids on that we been. There was a lad who was on crutches because we found out that the parking was a little bit of a way away, so we thought, well, we might be easy for them to get there as well. And then got whoever else on the coach who was willing to go. I also had to tell everyone maybe we was going to be, 10 minutes late. Or we could be, depending on traffic, but that was the advice off the place. The coach got there, but it probably took about 30 minutes to get back. So when we got picked up, it was about 1:15. So we knew it was going to be at least 5 or 10 minutes late. I mean, I kept in touch with, the Blues officer, the West Midlands Police, Colin, to let him know where we was. We got pulled up right by the grounds, but we weren't nowhere near the away end. So, as you can imagine, people are getting off and they're going round in twos and threes. And then when we got round to the turnstiles, well, you couldn't see the turnstiles, so like a large gate, and then probably about 40 policemen in front of it. The ones who got first, to the front, they said, can we come in? And they said, no, you're being diffused entry. At that time, we didn't know why. And then Colin was at the back, on the other side, and he come through, and he was gutted for us because he knew that we all had tickets. I mean, we don't travel without them.
Right.
You can't, unless there's cash turnstiles, we might throw a couple of people on the coach, lastminute.com, but, everyone had tickets. So, Colin was a bit gutted for us. He basically had told us that he spoke to a steward and says, look, this other coach is 5 minutes away. And then he was told, well, they're not coming in, and basically, they had to deal with it. And I had a couple of lads there who had come down earlier, and I've had their tickets, that was on the first coach. Mm-hmm. So they were waiting, and they actually had the same conversation. So I know, Dad told me before Colin did, actually. And then we was told that it had been oversold, or the tickets, something to do with the ticket turnstiles themselves, that the full allocation was in there.
Right, did you listen to the first part of the show, Anthony?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, the response...
I was watching Combination Street.
What you like, mate. The response that I've had from Bristol City is that they've got two systems of checking entry, one on the barcode and one on the turnstiles. The one on the barcode was showing, that there was still space for more supporters to come in. The one on the turnstiles was showing that they were over capacity. So the reason that they're saying they kept you outside was until that they were happy and satisfied that there was enough space in the ground to accommodate you. And it was taken on safety reasons, and they couldn't verify how many supporters were in and whether there were any seats available because the Birmingham City supporters were stood up.
Right, okay. I mean, again, I can only say what I was told.
Absolutely, of course, yeah.
Going back to the West Midlands Police, the guy went in there, previous to us just getting there, and he said there were seats in there. You could see empty seats. Right. So obviously, they're not looking in the, Bristol City weren't looking in the right places.
Mm.
I mean, since Saturday night, since we got back, I spoke to Amir in the ticket office, and I spoke to Colin Barlow, and I've sent an email of complaint now into the club, obviously to be passed on to Bristol City.
Sure.
I mean, I played for half a game. I didn't see any of the game, is the truth now, because I was there trying to sort out to make sure that we had a coach to go back home on, So, to me, it was a complete washout, but, I felt sorry for that of them. I mean, some of them, there was like, obviously when we sent the kids and the women over, and I'm not playing that card there, the sad card, but
No.
they're in groups. I'm not saying the parents and stuff was let down, but people go in groups, you know what I mean? They might have like, 3 lads and, 2 kids and stuff. And, some of their parties were stuck outside that ground, for, 30, 35 minutes.
Right.
And it just wasn't fair. And on a personal note, I got my, I had to return. I picked my ticket up on Friday. I had a return ticket come, so one come in last minute, and I spoke to them at the club. I've been named them all week for a couple of extra tickets, but obviously they're given to whoever's on the waiting list first. But fortunately enough, something come up at about mid-afternoon. I says, yeah, I'll have that. So I managed to get one of our other members a ticket, and I says, well, what I'll do is I'll pay on my card and then I'll collect it. And I was told to collect it from the turnstiles. So when we actually, if I can rewind, what had happened was when everybody had was all complaining that everyone had vanished as stewards, we couldn't get in touch with them. And I believe that the Bristol Police now got in touch with their kind of safety officer, and he was walking around, and eventually they made the decision, he come to me and he says, how many is that? It's probably about 45. So we had a little bit of a count, and the next thing, everyone had to line up and put the tickets in the air like they were school children, and that was ushered through.
Right,
well,
okay.
my ticket was at the ticket office. But when I went there, they had no recognition. They didn't even know it was there. They had
Really?
no. So again, I'm there following this Colin Barlow, our police officer, and he says, well, yeah, blah blah blah. And I went up. He found this sort of. We did find this steward guy who had tickets, and basically he had a ticket in an envelope which didn't have my name on. It had someone else's name on, who actually was already in the ground.
Really? Okay.
Who had also spoke to the club previously saying he needed the deep things. So no one knew where my ticket was. So, and on top of that, there was another lad at the inside while we was outside getting a deep things ticket, and I was going to actually let him in. But they weren't going to let the other 45. So if it was fault for them, why was it going to be fault for the guy who was inside trying to get behind the bars? It's just a complete and utter cock-up with them, and they can make as much excuses and pay to over this as much as they want. They know that the space is there, and I just don't think they wanted to sit in there.
Okay, all right. Well, it's great to get your take on it, then, matey. Thanks ever so much for letting us do the call in. And what we'll do is I'll post this response onto the Tilton Talk Facebook page when I get back home this evening, because I've got it on my computer there. And then you can read that response, print it, and then do with it what you wish.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to debate this out and let our listeners have a thrash out of it for the next 5 or so minutes. And once again, Anthony, thanks for the call in, my friend.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, buddy. Take good care, my mate.
Cheers.
Take good care.
See you later.
Right, okay, this is the Tilton Talk Show, as sponsored by the ELO Group. And what we're going to do now is run a competition for a watch. Mr. Brown, all down to you.
Right, okay, I'm ready. Right, for those of you who listened into last week's show, and I'm hoping that's most of you, you will remember we had one guest, but there were actually 3 people, 4.
Including the guest.
There was one guest and 2 people, two hangers on. Yes,
Yeah.
that's 3.
Yeah.
There was Carol
The guest
and
plus,
2 other people.
yeah.
Okay. What were the names? First names will do. Of the 2 people that accompanied our friend Carol. This is an email competition only. I want the emails to go to chris@sports-radio.co.uk.
We'll put that on the chat box.
And what we'll do is we'll draw it out of hat, because I know there's going to be quite a few.
Yes.
And the winner will win this fabulous, and it is fabulous, is it not fabulous, Nick?
I've not seen it in the flesh, but yes, I do like the look of it. I want one myself. So
This fabulous limited edition Keep Right On watch.
there you go.
Okay.
So there you go. That's for a limited edition blue Keep Right On watch. That's the competition for this week. Thanks to Anthony for allowing us to have a conversation with him, reference to the Bristol ticket debacle. What's your take on it, Mr. Pugh?
My initial thought is the fact that Bristol City had sold out as well. So that was a full on sold out fixture, home and away fans. And the fact that they've got their renovation going on, so the one side stand is completely out of use. So they've got the 3 stands which are completely full. Bristol City has always been an iffy one with Blues fans. You know, I've been there a couple of times where there's been a bit of trouble going on. So there's a bit of history between Blues and Bristol City fans. The chap David who emailed you had been made aware that there was rumours that Blues fans were travelling down without tickets.
Well, obviously the football intelligence people, they get access to your Twitter accounts and whatnot, and they can see what's going on.
Yeah.
And even I saw, tweets last week about people saying, "Oh, we're going to go in the Bristol end then," and something like that. It's a bit silly to do that, because when a genuine issue does crop up, like the bus, those are the people that kind of get smacked in the eye for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, so full support for Anthony, and I do feel for him and everybody who was on the coach. If you were put in Bristol City's shoes, if you were put in David's shoes, when it's on your head,
absolutely,
on your head, be it that if these Blues fans come in and something kicks off and there's more in there than there should be.
I mean, purely as a safety thing,
of course, yeah,
you've got 2 different systems showing 2 different amounts,
which is ridiculous.
And also, somebody's got a ticket with your name on.
Yeah,
that's a bit worrying, isn't it?
It is worrying. And
I mean, things like that could be another Hillsborough,
Well, yeah, it's poorly organised, and the Blues fans were situated right by the renovation work, I think, as well. So, you could, from his point of view, you can see how there is potential for if there are too many Blues fans in that area, then there's potentially quite a bit of danger going on. So I do understand where he's coming from. If 80 Blues fans turn up at past, with even when they've got tickets,
but they also
one of your readers says that there's too many Blues fans in there already.
But the Bristol City were aware that the coach had broken down and that the supporters would be late.
But then they were also aware that fans were coming down without tickets. And as I've said, I've been to away games previously where I've seen people I've seen people sneaking in, especially with the barcode readers, because it's a lot easier to sneak in without a guy staring at you taking the tickets when it's just a barcode reader.
What you mean, 2 through a turnstile?
Yeah, 2 through a turnstile. Right. Yeah, scan your ticket and 2 people go through.
Right, you got it.
I've seen it happen. It does happen, especially when they're sold out. We'll go on to mention QPR as well. We've sold out our last 4 away games now.
Yes,
there is going to be
sold out our next one.
Well, there's going to be a lot of clamour for tickets now.
Yeah,
and there is going to be temptation for people who want to go who can't get a ticket to do this sort of thing. So it is a tricky one, and I can see. I do feel for Anthony and all the people who were on the coach. But I do see Bristol City's side.
Like I said, there were 2 sides to the story, and what I wanted to do was get their side of it, because it's pointless us, discussing them as a football club. And the guy's been quite open and admitted that there's issues with the ticket count. So I think
that should be sorted out.
Absolutely,
he mentions
that's
the fact that
critical.
there was a problem with QPR earlier on in the season. So that's twice this season where there's been a problem now. So that should be first priority for Bristol City now, to make sure that there is no way that you can double the count on the turnstile when there's only 1 ticket being scanned.
It's a shame really that we're talking about what happened at Bristol. We're not talking about the game.
Well, we will.
It's a shame. No, but I'm just saying I know we have to. But it's just such a shame that that come first.
But then these things do happen. Coaches do break down. You can never expect the unexpected, so to speak, or whatever that phrase is. Which one is also available in other good stores. And you just have to legislate for these things as and when they come along. And then I do think it's like our job and part of our responsibility to investigate these issues once they have happened.
Can I quickly say welcome to all our new listeners?
Absolutely,
We've got a few listeners. We've got sort of mini rush on our new people joining our page as well. So
Big Sambu there. Gutted I can't go to Queen's Park Rangers at work, but going to Rotherham a week on Saturday. Can't wait for that one. Let's get off the Bristol thing, the tickets thing, because we've done that now. Half an hour's gone. What's in the box? We've got 2 boxes. First box is Chris Brown's box.
It is,
we do know that it's got something to do with a bad back.
Yep, there you go. That's a massive clue.
It's something along those lines. I have asked him if it's a heat pad. He said no. Nope. I've asked him if it's Ralgex. He also said no. But it is something to do with a bad back. There you go. So, and then I need to get onto my box very quickly after that one.
Yes,
we do. Wasabi peas. What's going on?
The wife bought them on Saturday. They're not actually wasabi peas. They're wasabi nuts.
Wasabi nuts. That's even worse.
But they're not, they're
have you tried? Have you ever tried?
No.
They're quite mild.
Could I give you a little tip, Chris?
Could
I give you a tip? Don't.
No.
Don't. You can eat them all yourself, Mr. Brown.
All right, thanks.
Right. Why didn't they go and check that ticket they had, the name, mix-up one? Because they've got to go and find that individual. They're not going to find the individual in amongst 1,600 people.
500 people,
Right.
It is tricky. And like Anthony said, and David said, the fact that a lot of Blues fans, no matter where their seat is, as soon as they get in,
will migrate to the middle.
They'll move to the back, right to the back and in the middle, because that's where that's where everybody goes for away game. We're speaking from a personal point of view. I used to do the same, and even if my ticket was in the front row, we'd all congregate towards the back and get in wherever we could. So there might have been seats available. So I think somebody mentioned, why didn't they just look to see if there were seats, available there? But even if there were, it didn't mean that there wasn't 1,500 Blues fans in that end.
That's what the guy said. That because so many had migrated to the middle.
Of course, it's difficult to tell. Yeah,
difficult to tell. But
is it the Villa shirt? They've got bad backs. Oh, I love it, love it. Well done, George Blue. Is it a back vibrator?
Is it?
I had to be really careful. I had to be
really close. Wasn't it?
A back vibrator. Is it the corset? I love it. And the answer was, the question was so good. He had to say it twice.
Yeah. So is it any of those?
No.
But it's got something to do with a bad back.
Oh, definitely.
Is it medical?
Some would consider it medical.
Is it a?
Can I just say you're very
special fold-up walking stick?
You're very close on the Ralgex. Let's just say
is it a tube of cream?
Not a tube.
Not a tube. It's a tin of cream.
Not a tin, but close.
A plastic container of
cream.
Yes. A plastic container of cream.
Yes.
Deep heat.
Not deep heat.
Ralgex.
Not deep heat.
Deep freeze.
Well
deep
done.
freeze. Let's have a look.
There you go.
There we go. Deep freeze.
Deep freeze. Now we'll get on to the main box.
Right, trust me to work me back tonight, eh?
I know, yeah. There you go.
And
I didn't know you'd work you back.
I did that coughing at home, believe it or not.
What's in the red box?
Well, we have a red box. This is the official Tilton Talk box. This is the original one that came, and I've taken my mugget and placed it in a prominent position in the house by throwing all the missus's photographs on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I bet you was chuffed.
Should I know yet? You find out later when she gets into clean.
You're dead. You're so very dead.
I love it. Acquisitions that Gary's made, are you quite happy with those?
Yeah, definitely. Four incomings in the window. Fabrini, obviously, the standout one. That's the one that's cost money and really grabbed people's attention. We said we needed a striker. We've got James Vaughan until the end of the season. We said we needed cover in defence. We got Ryan Shotton, who could play anywhere across the back.
I've not been getting a very good reception from the local Stoke fans, that one, up my end, to be honest with you.
Well, he came from Stoke, didn't he, and went to Derby. So
neither of them have got a good word to say about him.
Your folk might be a little bit biased there, but
they're probably.
Yeah. What I do know, he's got a enormous throw-in, so there's potential there. He's played at right back. He's played at centre back. I've seen him play right wing as well for Stoke in his younger days. So I mean, I don't think he's going to go straight into the team. I don't think he's a first 11 player, but he's good cover, considering he can play anywhere along the back.
Yeah.
If he has to play left back, he could play left back. Given Erdley's injury, the fact that he probably won't play for us again, we're right back down. So I think
Makes
it's
sense,
good
doesn't
cover
it?
in the end.
Yeah. So you think then that Gary's done the job correctly?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think you can complain about it at all. The window, we've had, yes, we've sold Gray, but I think the additions that have come in,
But since we've
Buckley
sold him,
as well.
we've
Got Buckley
have we won 3 and drawn 1?
Since we've sold him, we've bought in Fabrini and Buckley.
We beat
we've
Brentford,
more than
Ipswich,
replaced him
Derby, and then drawn at Bristol.
Yeah.
6, 9, 10 points
from
10
12.
points.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, is it?
Well, it's always, that's brilliant form to coming into the start of the year.
What is
unbeaten
it? What
in
is
January.
what is it you think, Chris? That we can absolutely turn over Ipswich and Derby, and yet we can't beat a lowly team.
Well, you say a lowly team. It's yes, they're lowly.
I meant lowly in division
in the
terms,
division.
yeah.
In the numerical stance of the division, but I said on the Facebook post that they'd beat Middlesbrough a couple of weeks ago.
Right,
Kept a clean sheet against Middlesbrough and beat them. They've sold out. The ground's sold out. They've made it a big atmosphere. They've just signed Lee Tomlin from
Good acquisition, that one.
from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So they've got a player in. They've got a caretaker manager in who wants to do as well as he can. So the players are going to be playing for him. I think it was a lot tougher task than a lot of people give Bristol City credit for. And the fact that Bristol City can beat Middlesbrough. There is no easy game in the Championship. It is a 46 game slog of a season, and if you would have said we'll draw away at Derby and beat Bristol City, then you'd have taken that all day long. The fact it's gone the other way around is he's a bit it's sort of murked the 10 points out of 12 because people see us win at Derby and beat Ipswich and.
I think a lot of fans were expecting us to win.
Yeah,
at Bristol,
but that's a sign of where we've come, or where we are at the moment. That some fans think we've got a God-given right to go to any team in this division and win, but
we haven't. We haven't.
Well, nobody has.
I
bet
absolutely
Middlesbrough thought they would
Yeah.
at Bristol City, and they went there and lost. So
Good call, that one. Yeah, I'll accept that one.
Another club one of those could be clubs, aren't they? There could be a big.
Bristol City could be
massive
enormous,
area,
absolutely enormous.
Fantastic.
George Blue says Bristol is a funny club, gritty.
Yeah, they've put a lot of effort since they sacked their manager. Whenever, with the exception of Blues, who under our caretaker manager lost 8-0 at home to Bournemouth, but with most other teams, when they get a caretaker manager in, there's an uplift in form. It's natural. The players that weren't playing well under the old manager get a lease of life, a new freedom, and they go out and play the way they want to. And the caretaker manager will normally let those players express themselves because he thinks it's the best chance that he's going to get to get the job. So it was a tough game, and I think a point from home, 3 straight clean sheets.
Absolutely,
we should be more than happy.
Yeah, brilliant.
True.
Blue Obba says a point away from home, great compared to how we have fared against those at the bottom. Capo wants to know who's going to QPR because he's booked
about
his
3,000 of them.
Isn't that fantastic? We've sold out Alaska.
Yeah, incredible.
That's 4 now.
4, isn't it? Yeah.
Incredible away support.
Yeah. And just to mention, we have got a Tilton Talk away day
Coming up, looming. Where's it going to? Huddersfield away.
Yes.
And you meeting at the Black Swan?
Black Swan breakfast.
Breakfast at the Black Swan.
Yeah. This coach may be slightly oversubscribed, so it's going to be the people who came last time. They're going to get first dibs.
Yes. Okay, but
more later on that.
Who knows? Let's put 2 coaches on.
You never know.
I take it that we've got a multi-way Facebook Messenger. Interconnect group, yes. That
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're trying to say.
And if it is that you do want to be added to that, please feel free.
Come chat to us.
I checked it on Saturday evening, and then I came back to it 2 hours into my little work shift, and there was 115 messages.
Yes,
on
that
it.
Mostly Mr.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is the Tilton Talk Show, as sponsored by ELO Group, and we go for our half-time break. We'll see you in 2.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the
city dweller, successful fella, thought to himself, oops, I've got a lot of money. Caught in a rat race, terminally. I'm a professional cynic, but my heart's not in it. I'm paying the price of living life at the limit. Caught up in the centuries, anxiety. Yes, it preys on him. Lives in a house, very big house in the country. Watching afternoon repeats and the food he eats in the country. He takes a manner of pills and piles up analyst bills in the country. Oh, it's like an animal farm, that's a rural charm in the country. He's got morning glory and life's a different story. Everything's going Jack and Jory, in touch with his own mortality. He's reading balls and looking bad prose. It's a helping hand that makes you feel wonderfully blind. Oh, it's a century's remedy for the things that hard. Star tricycle lives in a house, a very big house in the country. He's got a fog in his chest, so he needs a lot of rest in the country. He doesn't drink, smoke, laugh, takes herbal baths in the country. Says you come to no harm on the animal farm in the country. In the country. In the country. In the country.
Well, there you go, that's Blur and Country House, as chosen by our friend of the show, Capo. Well done for you for that one, matey. Welcome back to the Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by the ELO Group. And what we're going to be talking about in this half is ladies' season tickets, what's in the box. We shall recap on the competition for the watch, Super 6, Blues Family, Tilton Tours, and them across the road. We can have a little laugh at them, a little snigger at the end. Christopher,
yes?
Last week's show was catastrophically brilliant.
Fantastic.
In every sense of the word. One of the most enjoyable hour and a half I've actually spent doing this in the 4 years. Yeah, 4 years that we've been doing this now. What an absolute legend of a lady. The belch was just perfect. It was perfect.
It was.
We're going to get that downloaded and get it made into a little
yeah,
ditty
we'll put that
for
on a
next
loop
week.
somewhere.
But the after effects of it were absolutely brilliant as well. Just within a couple of days there was 1,100 downloads of the programme.
Yeah.
1,100 downloads of the
Yeah.
programme, a single programme. For a fan base that's got 16, 18,000, take off 50% of them because they probably don't use the internet, either too young or, no disrespects, too old, or just don't use computers. So we're probably looking at 8,000, so 1 in 8.
Yeah.
Probably 1 in 8 supporters listen to that.
Yeah, and not including who was listening live and
Absolutely,
listening on TuneIn, listening on Showcast. Blah,
Do
blah,
we
blah.
do we get
We
those
think
monitored or
it
measured?
It could be pretty close to 3,000.
3,000.
Just under 3,000 people that have actually listened to that show.
Incredible. Absolutely loved it.
Fantastic.
Burp, lol. It was just one of those iconic moments, wasn't it? Couldn't have happened at a better time. Perfect.
And she enjoyed herself as well, which is
Didn't she just?
which is what it's all about.
She left here with an absolutely great big beaming smile upon her face, and an absolute cracking and lovely lady.
Yeah.
And what I have to do now is get out my wallet and give you the £20 towards a season ticket.
Oh yes,
Please.
yes. Of course,
That's that paid
she
up.
left here with a season ticket and a brick.
And of course, obviously, thanks to the Blues Collective for organising it, etc., etc.
Spot on,
And they, I think, started all this off along with
They
Tracy.
started the ball rolling.
But yeah, brilliant that we can honour one of our supporters in such a wonderful way.
A living legend.
A very, very, very deserving lady. George Blue, I heard that there was over £290 raised. I'm sure
Yeah.
Tracy will come back to us
I
shortly.
think there's enough race for the ticket.
There's enough race for the ticket and
the brick. Yeah,
and the brick.
I think
so,
there's enough.
so there's a lady who's going to be a very happy
perfect.
girl.
Yeah.
Courtesy of
Maybe we can do the same thing next season.
the thing is, there's probably lots of people out there that that are deserving cases, and we, if anybody knows of any, let us know. We can
I'm
always-
looking to go away in the summer somewhere nice.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested.
Okay, yeah. What do you fancy?
come to the Black Swan.
Really, it depends on how much is raised.
Come to the Black
So probably Skegness.
Oh, right,
Knowing
yeah.
how much will be raised. from there.
Skeggy. It's bracing.
Get the Tilton tour bus to drop you off at the Black Swan.
What
You can stay there all day.
You
2
know,
weeks
you
at
know,
the
you know
Swan.
Maplethorpe, just down the road, Skegness.
I don't.
My mother was Miss Maplethorpe.
Was she?
There you go.
All right. Didn't pass the jeans down to her son, did she?
I know you don't mean it.
Ladies, season ticket fixtures out, and
Fixtures
Season
were
ticket
out
and
last
fixtures,
week,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then the season ticket information has been out for a while. £40 for the season ticket, where you'll get 8 games, so evening out at £5 a game, which is pretty good value.
Fantastic value.
Top tier women's football. So hopefully I believe that they're not doing too badly on the season ticket sales. Actually, that they're going quite well. So hopefully they can keep that up. There's been some contract signings going on. Chloe Peplow, Sophie Bagley, the goalkeeper, Emily Westwood, Charlie Wellings have all signed new contracts, and probably most importantly, Mel Lawley has signed a new contract, who was Player of the Year last season.
Yeah.
So they've shown that they're willing to invest in the youth, giving the girls new contracts, and hopefully the season tickets will go well, and they can attract more people, and couple new signings before the end of the transfer window, hopefully, and then start the season
Have
end
there
of March.
been any
I think
signings at all?
Not new signings, no, just contract renewals at the moment.
Right.
But
Because Tim's in charge now. isn't
Tim
he?
Andrews
Yeah.
is the new CEO.
Yeah, welcome
so
to Tim
well
Andrews.
done,
Well
Tim.
done to him.
I
Fantastic.
believe there's an awful lot of work going on behind the scenes with him and David Parker and everyone behind the scenes at the club, looking for new ideas, a lot of work going on. So good luck to him. And
Tim's been associated for quite a number of years, hasn't he?
he has. Well, his
Sponsorship
company's
and
been the
things like, yeah.
main sponsor on the shirts, and I think they've sponsored the Blues men team for quite a long time as well. So he's certainly put his money where his mouth is over the years, and I think he'll do an excellent job in this role, because he's shown a lot of passion and commitment for the ladies team. So best of luck to him.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Nice man as well. Friend of the show.
Absolutely,
He's been
yeah.
in a few
Very good
times
man,
as
yeah.
our friend Mr. Andrews. We perhaps get him in one day before the ladies' season kicks in.
Sure will, yeah.
And
Be good,
and
actually,
nice,
see
yeah.
what.
The fixtures came out, and I'm just checking now. The first game is away to Liverpool on the 23rd of March, which is a Wednesday evening. That's the first.
Who are
game of the season.
favourites to win
The
that title?
favourites, it will be a 3-horse race
Chelsea,
between Chelsea, Manchester
City.
City, and Arsenal.
Arsenal. Yeah. I knew you was going to say that.
Basically, the ones with the most money.
The ones with the most
That's
money.
a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
It does kind of hurt a little bit that money's.
But it's only taken
I know it's
5 years
look,
for it to take over. So
in one respect, it's a good thing that money's entered the ladies' sport, obviously, because the
Well,
girls
the players
start to
deserve
get
it.
paid. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
The players deserve it.
But then
unfortunately,
the same scenario has happened as what's happened in the Premier League. And
Contrastingly, you've got the teams which have the money will then rise to the top. So, Man City signed a PSG Swedish international who's 3 years ago would never have even dreamt of playing in England. So they've obviously got the infrastructure and the wages available to entice these types of players. So unfortunately, but like I said, we're investing in youth at Blues, and we've got a lot of good young players, and hopefully we can stick in there a little bit longer.
With our men's club's financial position or the group's financial position, that's what we have to do. That's the level that we're at.
We're not going to be able to. We haven't got the finances available to compete with these Man Cities and Chelseas. So, bringing through the youth, developing the players through the centre of excellence and the development team is the way to go for us. It's produced a lot of good young players in the past. It's produced some that are breaking into the first team now, and I'm sure in 5-10 years it'll still be doing it. So.
James wants to know, will his old man Martin Brown have his seat reserved for Huddersfield? He's the chap who drank all the beer, remember?
James Brown.
Yeah.
I feel good. Don't be backaches, mate, please.
Yeah.
Please.
No, we'll save him a seat, but he can't drink as much beer as he did last time because we ran out.
I'm going to be bringing some this time.
Oh, yeah? Good.
Yeah, crate or 2 or 3 or 4.
Good.
I'll get something organised. Yeah. I'm sandwich man anyway.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, did you like the sandwiches?
I didn't indulge in the sandwiches.
Well, there you go.
You did know it's going to be a party bus this time.
Yes, it's a party
with
bus.
Disco lights and everything.
I'd bring it on.
He sent it. I'm not joking. He sent me. He said, "What do you think?
Absolutely got a microphone on there, Chris. I'm in. You know that. I will entertain you all the way there, and hopefully.
And I didn't realise there was such thing.
Hey?
I didn't realise there was such thing. It's a party bus with discos and everything.
Disco bus, is it? Yeah.
Oh God, disco here.
Chris Pugh is shaking his head in.
I might get the train.
You don't like fun, do you, Chris?
Not really, no.
Like fun. No, you're kind of the Sean Locke of the programme, aren't you?
You're not Tony Hancock. He likes his egg sandwiches, yeah, he does.
We're playing What's in the Box. It's the official Tilton Talk red box. Well, I don't know why we've got a red box. We don't need to get a blue one. I think we'll get a blue one for next season.
Come on, people. What's
in the box? Okay, I will answer yes or no to any questions that you've got for me. You've got 40 minutes just under.
Somebody's already asked, can you eat it?
No, it's not edible.
It's not edible.
Not edible. So what is in the box? £120 for a Tilton Talk Blues on Tour flag. That's not bad, is it?
What size is it then?
What size? Could you find out what size? That would be good.
It's a pen.
There's a little plastic one like they have down the vial.
Yeah, we need to know what size, and we'll get something sorted for that, definitely.
Okay, whatever is in the box is not edible. It's not edible. You cannot eat it. You cannot eat it.
Any ideas, Chris?
You cannot eat it.
We haven't said the obvious, have we? Is it blues related?
No, it is not Birmingham City related.
Is it football related?
It is not football related.
Well, considering last time we bought a Scotch egg in, this
you still got it. You still got the Scotch egg. It is not a blues badge, George Blue. Thank you very much for that one, but it's not a blues badge.
It's not football related.
Is it sport related?
It is not sport related. 36 minutes to get what's in the box. There you go.
It won't be bad back related.
It's not bad back related. No, it's not bad back related.
It's not football
related.
Is it
an item of clothing?
It is not an item of clothing. No.
Is it something that you would give to somebody?
No.
Never give it to them?
I mean, I might do. I don't know. Yeah, but no, not normally. Can you wear it? Thanks for that, Harry BCFC. No, you cannot wear it. 8 foot by 5 foot is the side of the flag. 8 foot by 5 foot is kind of that.
8 foot.
Bigger than that window, isn't it? 120
That's quite big.
Yeah, it's quite big.
That's quite big.
It's kind of. I should imagine. It's about.
It's bigger than that.
It's about as big as my flag, isn't it? I would have thought then.
Yeah.
That's
all right. Yeah, we'll do that.
Right. So,
let us know the details of that.
It's not a jammy dodger. It's not a ticket for the Bristol City game either. Very clever though. I like your thinking, George.
I love
like your thinking.
I
know, brilliant. Love it. You cannot beat St Andrew's humour. You cannot beat it.
I'll ignore the fact that we've already been told it wasn't football related, so technically it's a poor guess.
I tell you what, Sean Locke. There's only one Sean Locke.
Does it smell?
Take it seriously, George.
It does not smell. No, it does not smell. There is no aroma to it that I'm aware of anyway. Let's put it like that. What is in the box? 35 minutes to go. What's in the box? I know a guy who can do that for £70 for an 8 foot by 5 foot. That says Capo.
Ooh.
That's Capo.
Any more bits?
Capo from one up everyone.
A bed sheet from Dunelm and a packet of felt tips.
Couple of bed sheets.
Oh no, a bed sheet and a crayon.
Yeah.
Sorry. Is it a form of art?
Ooh.
No. Good question, Harry BCFC
Is
again.
it something you'd find in the home?
Yes, you can find them in the home.
Some sort of ornament.
It is not an ornament. It is not an ornament. There you go. Super 6 this week. Super 6.
yes.
You did very well. Very well. I
know.
did notice. You know,
I
was it
still
11,
can't get out that
11
bottom
points.
half, can I?
11 points was it?
11 points, yeah.
11 points. I must
yeah.
congratulate you
I
on
also got
that.
11 points.
Yeah. How did you get, Nick?
6. I can't get above 6. This time last year I was romping it. I was in.
know, yeah.
I was in position
Yeah.
2000 and something this time last year. And you know, is it a mug? No. Is it an apology? No. ELO.
I
Nice
think
one.
you might have it. Chris might have it.
Why might Chris have it?
Because I'm a genius.
Let's have a look at
If
what he's
it's
written.
right,
Let
I'm
have a
a
look at what he's
genius.
It
written.
might be that.
Is it some toilet blocks? No. But a very good guess.
Half genius.
A very kind of like. Is it Carol? No, bless her. No.
ELO said, isn't it an apology?
Is it an apology? No.
See,
did
he's on
see
the
that
ball,
one.
isn't he? He's
I
on
did
the
see
ball.
that one. Bless
Is
him.
it a mug? No.
Thanks to our sponsors, ELO Group, for sponsorship this year. Well done. Nice one. Thank you very much. Randy Lerner's bank card, no knife
He
and
certainly
fork.
hasn't got it on him.
Can we forget that SKC? I don't know what that one is. Is it Carol? We've got that one.
I assume that's
Carol.
Is it a company on Facebook, Casuals Attire, that can do the flags for £75?
Oh, right, okay.
All right, okay. Anyway, perhaps that's worth checking out. Who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah.
What's
70
in
quid's
the box?
okay.
You've got just over half an hour. So Super 6 this week then. You voted very well on...
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in the bottom half.
Uh,
Still
uh,
in the
FA Cup's normally a good week.
I did notice that you put the photograph on Facebook this week, Mr. Brown.
Yes, I did, yeah.
With your 11 points.
Yes,
and
I know, yeah,
To
well,
show
that's
that you were
it.
kind of right up there. My little response, go away.
Yeah, I'm climbing out. I'm determined to climb out.
What's in the box? Do you hang it on the wall? The answer to that is no. Is it hard or soft? I'm going to say it's hard. No, it is hard, definitely. And can you clean with it? No. No.
Is it
Is it-
gender related?
No.
Oh.
Actually,
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
probably not. No.
SKC
Probably
wants
not.
to forget about Super 6.
Why? Didn't he do very well
Obviously not.
I
No.
assume it's not doing very well.
either? Didn't he do very well either? There is a midweek Super
Is
6
it
this
Manuel
week, did you know?
Pellegrini's contract?
Yeah, it could be no.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Is it heavy? No, is the answer to that one. It's not heavy.
Oh.
It's not heavy.
It's
very
not
light.
at all.
It's not
Very,
heavy. That
very
has been
light.
confirmed by the Pewmeister, the voice of all reason on
Is
the
it an
show.
item of cutlery?
It is not an item of cutlery. No,
Is
and
it
it is
paper?
not a clock. It is not paper.
Hard.
Right, there you go.
It was hard.
Cardboard.
Right, remind us about the competition for the watch, Chris, please, if you would.
Competition for the watch. Okay, if you were listening to last week's show, you will have noticed, well, you will know that two people accompanied Carol. We want the first names of the two people that accompanied Carol last week. And if you know, email me at chris@sports-radio.co.uk with the answers.
And this
And we'll
competition will be
draw
drawn when? Next Monday? Should we do it next Monday live?
Yeah,
on air?
okay, we'll do it
next
live.
Monday
We'll do it
on
live.
air.
We'll do it live.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You can pull out.
Can I also say?
That would be
Individual.
described as fun, probably. So no.
Can also say
Mate, you've really hurt my back.
it doesn't end there,
It doesn't end there.
because
Because
next
there's more,
week,
isn't there?
more.
There is more.
next week we have yet another competition with another watch, not the limited edition, but with another watch, plus a shirt, plus a cap, all provided by our friends Keep Right On Clothing, who have donated this watch as well.
Bless them, thank them.
Yeah,
Can I
thank you
actually, have
very
we got
much.
the watch in the studio? Can
I haven't
see
got the
it?
watch
You
in the
haven't
studio,
got
no,
the watch in the studio.
no, I haven't got the
Okay,
watch in the
right,
studio,
so
no.
we haven't got the watch yet.
Yep.
I
I
want
can
one,
assure
actually.
you,
I do want
it
one.
is fantastic.
I do want one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I want
Beautiful.
one.
Beautiful. And thanks
If
to
you
our
could ask
friends
them-
at
if you
Keep
could ask
Right
them to
On.
send 2,
Yep.
and I'll give you the money for the 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Would you do that for me?
Sure,
You're a
I can,
lovely
yeah,
man,
yeah,
Christopher.
I know I am.
Lovely
I know,
man.
I know.
Right, is it a clock? No, haven't done well for a while. Disappointing. SKC. Ha ha ha. Yep, we've noticed. Is it a pie from Derby? No, it wouldn't have been because there weren't any. Is it a signed frame photo of Samish Kumar playing football? You're not one of my best friends, to be perfectly honest with you. So there you go. No. And Capo says actually 10 foot by 5 foot is £60 on the
Hang on, is that better?
Yeah, 8 foot by
It's
5
bigger.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's all right.
It's worth looking into. It's worth looking
Any
into.
more offers?
Capo, what we'd like you to do then, because you're an intrepid little individual,
pay
could
for
you, well, not only pay for
Yeah.
it, but could you do some designs, please, so that we can
There you
have a
go.
competition and pick the design.
Oh, what a fantastic, yeah.
And somebody out there will have designed the Tilton Talk flag, just like that gentleman designed the ball and the
Okay.
globe. All those years ago, 1974,
I'll
I believe that
tell
was.
you what,
Chris,
we'll sort out a prize for the best design.
for the best design. Let's everybody send us a design.
Everybody send us a design.
Send us a design. That's called fun, Chris.
Yeah.
You're not going to
No,
take part, are
loads
you?
of fun.
No,
Not rude ones, please.
please not. No,
No,
no, no,
rude
no.
ones.
No. What is in the box? And exactly 30 minutes to go. Right.
Has anybody come close?
No, this is going to be quite a good one. This is going to be quite a good
Is
one,
it?
Christopher. Yeah. It's not football related. It's not hard. You can't eat it.
You said it was hard.
Sorry, it is hard. Beg your pardon. It is hard. You can't eat it. It's not a pie, obviously, because you could eat that.
It's not hard.
Would
you
that be
hang it
classed
up?
as fun, eating a pie?
You hang it on the wall.
Dangerous.
Can you hang it on the wall? Yes, if you wish. You can hang it on the wall. If you
Something
wish.
like you admire and look at.
No.
God's sake, damn. Oh, well, let's have a look at...
I absolutely determined to win this one this week, to be perfectly honest with you.
frame?
It is not a photo frame, no.
Aaron said, is it a TV remote?
It is not a TV remote. A very good guess, but no, it's not a TV remote.
Is it a certificate?
It isn't a certificate. It isn't a certificate. Is it a book called Humour written by Chris Pugh? Brilliant. No, he's actually
That one hasn't been written yet.
He's genuinely smiling at that one. He really is. He's got a smile on his face. He broke out, to be
It's on
perfectly
its
honest
way.
with you.
That bestseller's on its way.
Oh, brilliant. This next month, Chris, is going to be a massive month for us. I
Yeah.
know it's probably going to be a massive month for other clubs, but I'm not interested in them.
I'm sure
this
by
is
the
a
end of
defining
February,
month. Yeah.
we'll be sitting here saying, wow, March is going to be a massive month for
Do
us.
you think we're going to still be in this position?
I think it is, even if, we could lose a couple this month, as long as we win the other two, then we'll still be there or thereabouts. So, I think that up until the end of every game now, it's an old cliche, but you just got to see where you are after every game now. The biggest game of the season for us at the moment is Sheffield Wednesday.
Absolutely.
So,
massive.
Go into that one, putting all your focus on that game. Don't even think about any of the other games at the moment. We've got a slight bonus that there are, I believe there's a few championship fixtures tomorrow and Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And so obviously we've got a little bonus of the fact that we get until Saturday to rest up, regroup, and plan for Saturday, Sheffield Wednesday. So, but yeah, it's going to be obviously that game's going to be big. The Sheffield Wednesday one, as it stands, 6th versus 7th. So,
Any predictions from you for that one?
We should beat Sheffield Wednesday.
This isn't
I
fun.
don't know.
This is
I like
fun. Chris, this is a serious question.
Yeah, I think they're a really good side Wednesday. They took us apart by all accounts on Boxing Day, albeit at Hillsborough. But I think they are a good side, and I think if we did come away with a draw, I think we might look back at the end of the season and say that was a big result, not losing to them.
SKC, I think you're right there. Sheffield Wednesday versus Burnley is one of those fixtures.
What a massive game that is.
Yeah.
Two teams. Well, Burnley are in the top 6.
Would you take a draw there then? Take a draw there and a win for Blues? Of course we would.
Well, Sheffield Wednesday, if Wednesday lose against Burnley, then that makes Saturday even bigger for them. So maybe if they did get a draw, wouldn't be a bad result for Blues, to be fair, on that one.
This is what we're hoping for, isn't it?
Yes, this is the post we've been waiting for all night. Blue Hobber, as posted on chat, will Villa be relegated on the day
What?
we
Well,
go to
that would
Huddersfield?
be-
Now,
What?
it's not just a day, it's also St George's Day.
St. George's Day.
So St George could slay the dragon.
Yeah.
The dragon could be killed upon that very, very day. What a day that would be. What an atmosphere.
Costumes
that
are
would be.
optional, by the way?
Costumes aren't optional. Costumes are essential. Essential.
He won't wear
How
a
much is
costume.
the train to Huddersfield?
I'll have some specialty.
Crispy will be dancing on the disco bus if that happens.
Yeah, I won't get back on the disco bus if that happens.
Well, they'll be on the dancing on the
definitely be
disco bus.
There'll be a pitch invasion.
Do you
The
think
Blues
so?
fans will be on the pitch. If we win, if we beat Huddersfield and we're still in and around the playoffs, and it comes over the tannoy that Villa have lost at home to Southampton and they've been relegated, they'd be on the pitch. There's no way they'd be able to control themselves.
I don't know. I think they would stay in the stands. Obviously,
Oh,
the football in
Yeah, I think so,
Godsterby
yeah, I think
would have an awful lot of security there. And what we don't want to do, we don't want to be, as a club,
Nah,
seem
no,
to
no.
be doing.
but if we're still in
what-
and around the playoffs, there's a good chance you'll get 4,500 at Huddersfield.
Huddersfield, yeah. Oh, it's going to be massive.
And if it comes over the announcement that they've gone down,
Jesus Christ.
even though they won't, because I've been telling you all season they won't. But
You're still
they
saying
do.
they're going to stay up.
Yeah.
You're still saying they're going to stay up, even after that back pass.
Well, it's FA Cup. There was 20,000 there.
Right, it
still
is not.
saying
It is not an air freshener in the box. Sheffield Wednesday, one of those beliefs. As posted on the chat. Yeah, that's good. Chris Pugh will be dancing in the disco bus if that happens. I'll be playing the tunes for you. There you go. I will be sitting down in the aisle, and my ticket is only going to be £4 to cover the cost of the shredded carpet on the floor. Love it, love it, love it. I like sitting on floors. To be perfectly honest, I sit on the floor most times at home. Quite often sit on the floor. Yeah. It's just the back thing. It's just can't get comfortable on a chair, Chris. You know. What's in the box, me lovelies? 20.
Come on, people. We've got to get this one. We can't let him win.
23, 24
Can't
minutes to
let
go.
him win.
And nobody has come remotely close yet.
No.
Okay,
Would you
so
put something in it?
would I put something in it? No. No, not at all.
Is it material, as in cloth?
No. There is some
Does
cloth
it
in
have-
there to stop
does
it.
it have-
There's some cloth in there to stop it from
ooh.
rattling around.
Oh,
But
right.
what's in the box is underneath the cloth. Okay.
So it's obviously something that could rattle. Is it a bell?
Does it have
No.
a high monetary value?
For what it is, yes. There you go. That's quite a clue.
Is it made of China?
It is not made of China. And
Is it made in China?
give up Chris Pugh, they're gone, mate, and won't it be sweet to see that red lion and R next to their name?
It will be, and I hope to God that I see it.
But he still thinks they're
But I
going to stay
still
up.
think that they'll be fine. Bournemouth, Norwich, and Sunderland.
Everybody around them is spending big money. Everybody's investing in new
Yeah.
players, apart from them.
Yep.
They have bought nobody. Oh, actually, no, they have. Breaking news. Villa have signed another physio. That's 5 they have now for the first team. 5 physios for one football team, ladies and gentlemen. That's a ratio of 1 to 2 almost, if you didn't know your maths. That's
Everybody
ridiculous.
has spent money
We've,
and brought in players around us.
We've had our first design come in. Can you see it
Okay.
there?
Tilton Talk Show on tour. See it?
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Does it have a function, Aaron? Yes.
Oh.
Nick struggled with a question. I can't quite see that one, Chris. Is it a set of car keys? No. Is it a TV remote? No. Nick struggled with the question. Is it gender related? I'm trying to use that as a clue. Should I be?
We've done that one, haven't we? Yeah.
You possibly can. It's. I mean,
right.
like, okay.
A medal?
Not a medal.
No.
Not a coin.
Not a coin.
Is it a picture with Carol on last week in the studio? No. Bless her.
Come on, people. We've got 20 minutes.
Bless her.
We've got to get this. No
Why
one's
so?
actually won, have they?
Not
None
today.
of us have won.
No.
Is it a pen?
It is not a pen. It's not a pen.
Is it something that was given to you?
No.
Is it something you purchased?
Yes.
Or you actually went out and bought it?
Yes.
What was it? Did it cost more than £20? Oh,
Was it purchased in
Collectively,
this decade?
yes. But
collectively,
there's only
yes.
one item in the box. Given when the Huddersfield game is a win, in that game could secure a playoff place and see them go down the
Yeah.
same day. Don't you just love the enthusiasm? The enthusiasm of our listeners, my dear boys and girls, is absolutely incredible. Is it a picture with Carol? No,
I'd have a Connery that day.
You wouldn't come back.
No, no.
You wouldn't come back on that day.
God,
No, no.
no. The disco bus would just keep rolling.
It would. Where we'd end up.
Crikey, yeah.
James Brown, is it Lego? No, it is not Lego.
Not Lego.
Is it? It's not football related.
No,
No,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah.
Curiouser. Curiouser. You're not giving much away, really.
I'm answering every question that comes in, Christopher, to be perfectly honest with you. Now I feel like I'm not having fun.
And is it yours?
That is mine, yes.
Oh.
It is mine.
Is whatever the set that it belongs to yours?
Yes.
It's from a set.
There was, yes.
There was another one.
Yeah,
There's quite a few of them.
Is it a screwdriver?
No. Right, okay.
Is it at all?
No. I've done a Mourinho and predicted Villa will be confirmed relegated on April the 9th when we have Reading away. That's from Big Sambo. April the 9th.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that. We want it Huddersfield.
We would love it to be Huddersfield, wouldn't we? I mean...
we're not going to Reading, so yeah.
would it be... Right, okay, here we go. I mean, I know the away days are absolutely incredible, but would it be better that we were all at home? And we packed out St Andrews for that beautiful occasion.
Yeah.
For that beautiful occasion. You're still not convinced they're going to go down, are you?
No.
Right, okay. If it isn't football related, then the Aston Villa shirt is on the right tracks. Well done, Capo. Like that one, kid. Like that one. Remy Gard is in the box. Remy Gard, I wouldn't have Remy Gard in my box anywhere. So there you go.
We've said that, hasn't we?
Is it a brick?
Is it a
and the
brick?
answer is no. Does it have a function? Yes. Yeah. So it's all interesting stuff at the moment. There we go. There we go. Transfer window shuts tonight. Not expecting any more business from the Blues.
Nah, definitely not.
There's been a few rumours. Been a few little.
I think we
chinks
were
going
done
around.
once we got Fabrini and Shotton in. I think that was us done. Yeah, whether we go in for the loan market when that reopens in a few weeks, who knows? We could get a couple of bad injuries against Sheffield Wednesday, and they might need replacing. But there certainly won't be anything tonight. The loan window is then, if we're in there or thereabouts, and something comes up, then it might be worth taking a punt on someone. But yeah, nothing tonight. I don't think. I think we're all done now. I think, and it's been a pretty good window for us actually.
We haven't been able to say that for years.
No,
have we?
exactly.
We
Yeah,
haven't.
the
We haven't.
last few transfer windows,
We've been
sitting here thinking,
it.
"Oh
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
who's going? Are we going to be able to hold on to everyone?" And this time round, yes, we've lost Gray, but we've brought in 4 players, and we're more than happy with.
But
what
it's
we've
like
done.
Gary did say though before the transfer window even opened, is he wanted the right players. He doesn't want lots of players. He wants the right
of
players.
course, yeah. I think that's the way a lot of managers are going. They'd rather have a smaller squad, where they can trust everybody, as opposed to a squad of 25, 30 players, and they're just picking different teams, making 5 or 6 changes every other week because they've got a lot of players to keep happy. Whereas if you've got a smaller squad, everyone gets on with each other, which it seems like they do at Blues, and you can manage it a lot easier then.
Right, George Blue says, can you smoke it? Lol, no. Capo, it would be embarrassing for us to celebrate at home because they did it to us and we all laughed at them, plus they beat us on the way to relegation. Harry BCFC, is it a toy car? The answer is no. Saturday the 16th of April versus Burnley, they can go down on that day. A packed St Andrews to here. They have been hammered and gone down, SKC. And don't know who that is. Was it a pair of...
A pair of clipper lighters.
No, not clipper lighters. No.
What are clipper lighters?
George Blue says he half expected Cottrell to leave. Well, he's had an injury, hasn't he, Potts?
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Whether he'd been fully fit,
or do you reckon Gaffer's kept him out of the limelight a bit?
Yeah, possibly. The fact that he hasn't been playing, there hasn't been a lot of talk about him. Who knows? Once the window closes, he might be back next week. And it's that miraculous recovery once the window closes that he's back playing for us. But
it's just
I think he
both
seems
me
to
and Christopher
enjoy it.
Brown have a miraculous recovery, but it starts to look like a geriatric ward in the studio at the minute, isn't it?
Oh, don't talk to us about the sound system.
Sound system, yes, let's talk about that sound system. Drum roll over the sound system, followed by Cool and the Gang celebration. Unfortunately, Big Sambo, nobody would be able to hear it.
No.
The sound
It's
system is very
rubbish.
poor. Not happy with it.
That's rubbish.
So, 15 minutes left. What is in the box? And then status quo, down, down. Yeah, let's think of some more songs that we could sing.
Yeah, come on.
Going underground.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are the
Goodbye.
championship, my friend.
Maybe let's not.
Yeah.
What?
Finish that there.
Is the object square?
It is not square.
Is it round?
It is not round. Then Stone Roses going down, that would do.
Yeah.
I like his Stone Roses.
It does.
Is it a definite shape? As in,
Well, of
square,
course it's a definite
round?
shape.
I mean, is it square, round,
Is it
triangle?
rectangular?
It's got all sorts of shapes,
Is
shall we
it?
say.
Okay.
Yeah. That's rather confusing, isn't it, Mr.
It is,
King?
yeah.
Is it your turn for What's in the Box next week? Yes, I believe it is, sir.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
I don't think Cots gets back in the starting 11 at the moment, in truth.
Well, that's one of the plus points that we've got. After this window, you look at the fact that we play 2 and then 3 supporting Donaldson.
Yep.
That 3 could now be Cottrell, where it started as Cottrell, Terrell, Magoma,
Yep.
or Cottrell, Terrell, Gray. We've now got Cottrell, Magoma,
We now have
Terrell,
choice.
Fabrini,
Yeah.
Vaughan, Buckley, Davis. There's so much choice for us. Solomon Otterbor, who's come through now. So that,
I like the look of him.
there was a lot of
Yeah, I do, yeah.
there was a lot of people commenting about lack of strikers at the club, but if the goals that we can get from elsewhere on the pitch, especially that any combination of
Did you mention Donaldson, by the way?
yeah any combination of those players behind Donaldson could easily get 5 to 10 goals.
Kobe Arthur?
If he's involved, Kobe Arthur could definitely go into that 3 as well. So there's plenty of potential along that line, and then you've got the protection of Gleeson and Keefton Beld or Davis or whoever he wants to play in those 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're looking really strong in that area, and especially when you've got those 3 playing, the rest of them will be on the bench. So we'll always have a threat coming off the bench if we do need a goal. We'll always be able to bring someone on who's going to be a threat. Whereas earlier on in the season, we were looking at the bench thinking we're a little bit short. Now we've got plenty of attacking options on that bench to change games if we need to.
A position we never thought we'd be in, like just a few weeks ago.
No, absolutely.
Just a few weeks ago.
I mean, at the start of the season, we were seeming to be so reliant on Damari Gray, and now he's gone, and we've hardly noticed it. Exactly. We replaced him with Fabrini and Buckley, and it's looking very rosy at the moment in that area.
Isn't it funny though? Again, through the powers of social media, obviously with the departure of Gray, there was a lot of uproar about it, etc., with supporters not being happy, and then was it Buckley or Vaughan that was signed on a month?
Buckley,
Buckley,
yeah, and then it was confirmed that.
And then then they weren't happy. Why just get him on a month? Well, obviously Gary's got a plan. He knows what he's doing. I'm very confident that.
Yeah.
He is, absolutely the only man for that job at the minute.
Yeah.
And we, as supporters, absolutely, I think, put our trust in him totally. I don't think we've had this kind of stability, on the pitch through management.
Yeah, since Houghton, we've certainly.
Yeah, well,
Houghton's, maybe even more than more confident in the management than Houghton. I'd say Houghton had a better squad to play with than what Rowett started
Without
with.
doubt, yes,
so, Rowett's brought in the players he wants.
Yeah.
So you've got to back him completely. So.
And I see that Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank has nipped into Burton and pinched that striker that we were linked with.
I did
with
see
a very
that
long name.
Yeah. They've spent the money that they got for Charlie Austin. They bought Connor Washington from Peterborough.
Good signing.
And then the lad from Burton. So, signing players from lower leagues at QPR, just because you've come down from the Premier League doesn't mean that.
Yeah, good signing.
Yeah.
10 minutes to find out what's in the box.
Just quickly, a new design from Capo. There we go. We are the lads from the Tilton with 3 flags going. Don't like that one. No, sorry.
Don't like
Okay.
It's got to be something to do with the Tilton tours.
Okay.
Got to be something to do with the Tilton tours. But that's only my opinion. Opinion for what it's
Great
worth.
design, that.
But very nice design, Capo. Well done.
Well done.
Houghton should have took us up.
Yeah, should have.
Yeah. Well, when you look at the players he had available to him and what they're doing now, we had the likes of Much and Redmond and Butland in goal and Curtis Davis at the back. We had the spine of a really good team. So when you look back at it like that, and you look back at who we lost to in the semi-final, that Blackpool side, over 2 legs, we probably should have been too good for that Blackpool side. But yeah, I mean, if Rowett can get us into the playoffs, I think it'll be a better achievement than Hughes getting into the playoffs with that squad that he has.
Yeah, just some other signings. And I see Blue Hobber says Aidan McGeady has gone to...
yeah, that's a really good signing. That's
gone
just
to Sheffield Wednesday.
An example of
that kind of
how Sheffield Wednesday can throw money. Because Aidan McGeady will be on a fair whack at Everton.
And Borough have signed Jordan Rhodes. That's from Casey and ELO. That should get them up there. That
will definitely be them up.
Probably paves the way for Wolves to make that. I can't think of the guy's name now. They were looking at one of theirs, weren't they? Sure. Anyway, not that we're really...
Chris Burke and Marlon King, which George Blue said as well, were in that squad. So, you look back at that squad and, we had a lot of good players back then. We probably should have gone up, actually, thinking about that.
Gabbo says on another topic, a few games now have started singing We Are the Lads from the Tilton. Love that tune. Although I've started many songs which have catched on or caught on, nobody seems to sing that one anymore.
I don't know,
I heard
it
at Derby as well, I think.
Yeah, I heard it at Derby,
which is sad because that song on the Tilton is a cracker. It is a cracker. I love that song. Yeah, beautiful.
I heard it against
Big Sam being in the Europa League stopped us going up that season. We played over 60 games. I can understand that. You watch them games and you just see the players were knackered from a long
Towards
season.
the end of the season,
I do see what you're saying, yeah.
But how...
The Blackpool away...
Was it worth it? It was worth it.
I didn't go to the European games away. I did go to the home ones, and I can only tell you that
it worth it?
Yes, it was worth it. It was worth it.
Was it worth it in the end?
Was it worth it? Was it worth going out in the group stage?
Well, I don't know, for Blues fans,
and missing out on the playoffs?
But it's how we went out on that group stage, though, as well, wasn't it?
We went out.
Yeah.
You'll get another chance to go to playoffs.
We'll look at.
We'll never get another chance in Europe.
We'll look at that Club Bruges game and say, what a great night. The record books will look back and say, oh, Blues finished third in that group. Whereas
with the highest amount of points ever, I think, for third place.
If we wouldn't have had those games, we might have been fit enough to take on Blackpool over those 2 legs.
9 minutes to go. Harry BCFC asks, is it a rubber duck? The answer to that is no. It is not a rubber duck.
We're not going to get it.
Widen your questions out, and be more broad rather than specific, if you know what I mean.
All we know is that it's a relatively hard item
that you can't eat.
You could find in your house.
Yeah, that you could hang up.
Could be anything.
Is it useful?
Yes.
Oh, a big smile appeared on Mr. Nick's.
Houghton chopped and changed a lot. Some of the players he bought were awful. That's from George Blue. And Dor, Big Sam.
Yeah, and Dor was... Wade Elliott was in that squad as well.
Yeah. What's in the box? Would you find it in the kitchen? The answer to that is no.
Oh. That's buggered my next question up.
What was your next question?
Is it an opener?
No. I don't know. No.
Would it be in the living room?
No.
Bathroom.
It would be in your bathroom. Oh, you! I hate you.
We're going to get it. Come on, we're going to get it. Is it a toilet brush?
It is not a toilet brush.
It's a set of something.
What's in the box? Would you find it in the kitchen?
Set of something that you can
double-barreled
hang up in the
shotgun. No.
Hey, a set of something in a small box like that.
Is it a dressing gown?
No.
A double-barrel shotgun, said Sam.
I don't know why, Sam, I would want one of those, to be perfectly honest with you. I know I live out in the country somewhat, but no, I don't need to possess one of those. Right, let's quickly just talk about them from across the road, because they had an embarrassing defeat again the weekend. A very embarrassing defeat the weekend. 3 minutes in, 1-0 down. An incredible back pass, which was on par with the back pass to Enkelman. And a 4-0 defeat in the FA Cup. 23,500 there, 6 over 1,000 from 6 over 1,000 from Manchester.
It's strange, it's a poor crowd that we would love.
My dirty undercrackers, it is not. No.
Well, it was 20-odd thousand, but 6,000 was City. So I think it was only about 17,000 Villa fans, which...
Yeah, I did put on Facebook, judging by the picture that I loaded up there, is have they all gone through the turnstiles twice? Well, maybe if they'd have been at Bristol, perhaps that could have happened. But I don't know.
Soap and toothbrush holder.
It is not a bottle opener. It is not my dirty undercrackers, and it is not soap and toothbrush holder. 7 minutes to go.
Any of them
minutes.
close?
No.
Is it that towel?
It is not that towel. No, it's not the towel. But I like your lateral thinking though, Mr. Pugh. You're having fun now, aren't you?
No.
Is it Villa fans' dignity?
No, I wouldn't,
No,
I wouldn't even
okay.
put that in a box, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, so...
That's long gone.
and you still think they're going up? You still think they're going to stay up?
I do. I
All
still
right, they're
think
playing
it'll
West Ham
be-
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
If they lose against West Ham tomorrow night, are you going to change your mind?
No.
No.
No. Absolutely not.
Toilet roll, no, toilet roll.
Not a
Toilet roll.
Villa
It is not
fans'
a toilet roll.
dignity.
Not a toilet roll. No, they can keep their dignity. I don't care about their dignity.
How long we got then on that?
Sorry?
How long have we got?
6 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
on the competition.
On this one,
Yes.
I will let you know. A minute to go. So you got about
Okay.
4 or 5 minutes. 4 or 5 minutes. I will like the image I just sent to Chris. Nick,
Okay,
I'll have a look at this
in
one.
2
Now.
minutes.
Let's have a look at this image.
There we go.
Tilton Talk Show.
So-
Keep right on by the fans for the fans. I'm liking it. I'm
That's
liking
good, yeah,
it.
it's okay. It's
I'm
getting
liking
close.
it. Yes, I like that one. Like that one.
Needs to be a bit more colourful, but there you go.
Like that one. Right. Yes. So I can't see the.
What will
you
it
are the
take
only
for you
person.
to change your mind, Chris? I will change my mind when that red line goes through and there's an R next to their name.
Because
That's
we
when I'll
all did
change
see
their
that
mind.
it's still statistically possible for them to win the league. Actually,
Exactly.
isn't it? Yeah,
It is statistically possible for the league table to be completely reversed and Villa to win the league. And
Now,
Leicester.
SKC said, can you imagine what their attendances are going to be like next year in the Championship as they failed select?
It's not so
I
much the
think they're going to
attendances,
be
it's-
quite. I don't
it's-
think
it's
they're
if
going
they
to be
get
quite big
17 if they
myself.
get 17, 18, 23,000, that ground's going to look empty because it holds,
Yeah.
what was it, 42,
They're not going to
Yeah.
get. They're not
something
going to
like
get crowds like
They
that.
won't
They're
get
going to
that.
get
That was
more.
an FA
They're going to
Cup.
get 30,000. They're still going to get 25, 30,000.
You think so?
Yeah, no
All
problem.
right, that depends whether they start doing well in that division or not.
every
And
away team will go there and take a big following.
Massive,
because
yeah,
it's going to
massive.
be, whether we like it or not, it's going to be everybody's biggest game next season if they go down. If Newcastle stay up, then Villa will be the biggest team in the division next year. So it'll be everybody's go-to game.
George Blue reckons
sure.
they'll get 25,000 ELO head
Oh,
and
easily.
shoulders, which is what we will be next season with B6 head and shoulders.
In the box.
In the box, no,
No,
it's
no.
not head and shoulders. No.
The Irish invented the toilet seat and the English put the hole in it. It's a cracker. Okay. Toilet roll holder, no.
Toilet roll
Pummel
holder,
stone, no. A mirror.
Aaron's really trying his best,
He's
bless him.
trying and trying, but
Is it relation to the box? How big is it? It's in the box. That's all you
It's
need
in the
to know.
box, yeah.
It's in the box.
It's smaller than the box, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
in a
Smaller
shoe
than a
box.
shoe box.
Back scrubber,
Back scrubber, no. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to
Okay.
go. A shower radio, no. Good call. Good guess, that one. Good guess. Miles away, to be perfectly honest with you, James Brown. Miles away. Simply miles
Has
away.
anybody been...
You are the only
Slight-
person in the whole country that thinks Aston Villa are going to stay in the Premier League.
I don't
You
think I
are
am.
I think you are.
I don't think
You know,
I am.
Any other listeners out there that think the Villa are going to stay up this year?
Well,
Please.
I doubt they will be on this
Yes or
show,
no, just a
but I'm
simple
sure
yes
there's
or no.
somebody.
George Blue, is it a razor? Dun, 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 dun.
Well
Dun.
done!
Did you not hear me make a comment about you not having a shave at the beginning of the show? Chris? There you go. It is a razor. You can hang it up. It's all kinds of sorts of shapes. It is quite hard. You can't eat it. You can't smell it. And it's George. Well done.
Well done, George.
I
You
actually,
could have a shave in the kitchen.
I actually hate it.
You could use it in the
We were
kitchen.
getting
But it's
worried.
not for use in the kitchen, is it?
Who knows? You could peel a
Oh,
potato
God,
with that.
there's got to be one, hasn't there?
I've done it in the
There's
shed.
got to be
Yeah,
one.
there you go. Too much information.
It is a razor.
Fantastic.
It's
Well
amazing.
Is
done.
anybody excited about Pep Guardiola?
Can I
coming
just
to
say,
the Premier
George,
League?
for doing that, you win absolutely
Nothing.
Well done, George.
Nothing,
Well done,
nothing,
though.
nothing.
Fantastic.
There you are.
Brilliant.
I'm gutted.
We've got 3 minutes to go.
I'm gutted. 2 minutes now.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
2 minutes to go. Gutted.
Before we do go, we've got to say thanks to a lot of people.
ELO for our sponsorship for a start.
ELO
Yeah,
for our
absolutely brilliant.
sponsorship, right? We've got to say thank you to Keep Right On Clothing for that
Absolutely.
fantastic prize. And we've also got to say thank you to Aidan, Aidan at BCFC Followers for doing that fantastic article last week,
Superb. Yes.
which went viral.
It certainly did. It also got us mentioned in the Birmingham,
Birmingham
Mail.
Mail, yeah,
Tilton
yeah.
Talk Show was mentioned on the Birmingham Mail, which is always good,
Yeah.
as it's usually quite a Villa-centric kind of paper. Oh, and by the way, Radio Aston tonight, 44 minutes into the show, they actually said, Paul Franks actually said, oh, Birmingham City managed to draw this week. kept a clean sheet, and they're in the top six. Oh, that was it. 44 minutes into the show.
That's all we need.
We don't need it. What we got
minutes.
is, of course, the Tilton Talk Show, as sponsored by the ELO Group. We do this. We are fans. We do this for the fans. We do this not for our own self-gratitude, because we don't get any, do we?
No, not really, no.
All I can say is Carol's money has been handed over. Chris, I'm sure you'll make good use of that and put it in the pot, and let Tracy know that that's on the way to her.
Mm-hmm.
What an eventful evening! What an eventful
Fantastic.
day! What an eventful weekend!
It was a good
We've
show.
had buses breaking down. We've had videos. We've had
Live phone in.
Yeah, live phone in. Quick response from Bristol, which I'm very grateful for, even though they probably didn't answer all the questions asked. But I'll continue to chat to David to see what the issue is with the ticket stubs and the gates. That's something they, from a safety point of view, they need to sort out very, very quickly. Right, okay. What's in the show? What's in the box next week, Mr. Pugh, is all down to you. Bring something unfun.
78% sure that it won't be on then, because I'll probably forget again.
Bring something unfun, not
completely unfun. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
And also, thanks for all your wonderful comments regarding last week's show,
Brilliant.
and all the other shows we
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Thanks very lot.
Yeah, it's great.
Thanks for
I
listening.
love this idea.
Yeah, thanks for
George
listening.
Blue, we love you too, George. We
Yeah,
love
we
you
love
too.
you, yeah,
Very
yeah.
enjoyable show, guys. James Brown, thank you. Great show, folks, from Blue Hobber. More designs being sent from Capo. Capo will keep
Brilliant.
looking at those. Keep going. Get Soldier, you're doing a good job.
Put them on the Tilton Talk
Yeah, put
Show
'em on the Tilton,
page,
yeah.
and
Yeah, we'll have
then
a look at
people
'em, yeah.
can like
Yes,
them and
yeah,
comment
like or
on there,
not.
can't
Like
they?
or not. That would be a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Great one. So don't bombard Chris's internal messaging system.
I'll be bringing humour in to the box.
Humour in a box.
Yeah.
A pair of chattering teeth. That would be
Yeah.
brilliant.
And
wouldn't it?
don't
That would be
forget that
brilliant.
competition. You
Yeah.
can win a limited edition Keep Right On watch, courtesy of Keep Right On Clothing.
Now,
All
you know
gotta
that
do-
I want one of those watches, don't you?
I know you do.
Christopher?
Yeah, I'm going to mention it.
So am I allowed to enter the competition?
You can try. You can try. So we want the first names of the two people that came in with Carol last week, and email me at chris@sports-radio.co.uk.
This has been the Tilton Talk Show. Chris Pugh, thanks ever so much for your voice of reason as always, and your
Pleasure.
calmness and your unfunness. It's always
you.
great to have you around us,
Sure it is.
bouncing off the walls. Again, Mr. Brown, thanks for your accommodation. The wasabi nuts didn't go down very well, I'm afraid. Can you change them and get something decent in for next week?
okay.
Thanks for the 2 paracetamols. The back's killing me. I'm going to make my way back up to Staffordshire because I'm off to work tonight, all the way through the night until early hours of the morning. Well, 9 o'clock in the morning actually. I'm painting a pub tonight. Painting a pub with a bad back.
Do we feel sorry for him, Chris?
No.
Nah.
Was I expecting
I'll
it,
be in
Chris?
bed by 11.
Was
Good
I
night.
expecting you to feel sorry for me? No. Take care, lovelies. Have a great week. Keep right on to the end of the road. Some big games coming up. Some big games coming up. Keep supporting. Keep loving. One big blues family.
Good night.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Let's see you in the cup, singing our song, helping and sharing the load. It's worth the pointed roll when we sing together. We're there at the end of the road. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We have a team that's tops here at St Andrews. They gotta give us what we're longing for. It's Birmingham forever. Let's hear it from the stand. So come on, City, sing this song once more. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the